This your boy Thorough Quest coming at you with another One Punch Man review discussion. And this will be review discussion 11. It's coming towards an end. It's coming toward ends meet. The series is coming towards the end. But this episode was more like a back and forth from ship to ground, ship to ground, ship to ground, and whatnot. Okay, the episode starts off with, starting from the mothership with the aliens being in the command room, and they're seeing that their ship is being like completely destroyed. Saitama's just blowing past them left and right. They can't do nothing to the man. And then we go back to the ground where you see Silver Fang, who's that Atomic Samurai, the fruity guy, and the guy with the bat. And among that, they're having a hard time defeating the Seth fused with Majin Buu from DBZ. They're having a hard time defeating him, and he's actually being suppressed himself from not being able to do what he wants to do, and he's having a hard time. I won't say he's having a hard time defeating him because he tries to contact the mothership, and thing is with that, he can't get there because they're just slashing him before he can even move anywhere. Not saying that he's having a hard time. And then after that, we see the national news or local news. Now I'm thinking that's the national news in the One Punch Man verse. That may be the national news, and they're reporting that the mothership is there, is destroyed a lot of City A, and among the viewers of the news, we see Gorilla Robo, the guy with the glasses. We see Sonic. We see Hammerhead. He was applying for a hero position, which, if you remember the episode of him and what he was doing, that's kind of ironic. And then after that, we go, I believe, we went back to the ship, and Saitama's still progressing through the ship, and those at the command center in the mothership had seen Saitama was getting close. Saitama had yanked open the door with ease, just like everything else that he does, and there was this two pathways going left and right, and he heard a voice, which it was the octopus guy from the command center, and he tells Saitama, it'd be like, "Hey man, you want to know where to go? Go right." And Saitama's like, "Oh, go right." He's like, "I guess I'll go left." And then they got shook, they got scared, because they'd seen how he was just blowing the crap out of the ship. So Saitama goes left, and then next thing you know, boom, he's in the command center, and the octopus guy charges up with his telekinesis power and threatens Saitama like, "Yeah, I'm the greatest and most mightiest telekinesis user in the universe," which he's not, because old girl, that's a part of the Hero Association, has better telekinesis than he does. And with that, he threw like a few projectiles at Saitama. I believe the first thing he did was throw debris at Saitama. Saitama's just sitting there like, yeah. And then he charged up to raise the gravitational force around them in the room, and all the aliens, which I don't get that. They're not really aliens. They're like humanoid dogs, birds, and cats, and stuff like that. But we see him, he raises the gravitational force in the room. Saitama's just sitting there like, oh, okay. and he was in shock that it wasn't working on Saitama. So next thing you know, he charges up again, shooting debris at Saitama. Once again, Saitama just sits there like, "Oh, okay." And next thing you know, he's like, "I don't see nothing." Saitama says, "I don't really, truly don't see nothing, impressive about you throwing debris at people." And he just threw right back at the octopus guy. Clean. It was over. And then next thing you know, we go back to the ground, and they're still fighting the Seth slash Majin Buu character. The guy looks like Seth in Majin Buu. Well, he looks like the Gray Buu and Seth fused together. And we see that the guy with the bat, he had found a weakness, which was the marbles. The marbles were, I guess they were the one regenerating that liquid. I don't know what the heck that is. Clay, sewage. I don't know what it is, but it was the thing that would regenerate him every time that he'll be disintegrated. So once he found that out, they were like, "Hey." He told the rest of the heroes, Atomic Samurai, Silver Fang, and the rest of the guys. He was like, "Hey, go for the marble." And then once they start going for the marble, because prior to that, the guy had requested for bullets to be shot, and it was another guy in some other command center where he was trying to get confirmation from the octopus guy, but he had already been long gone because Saitama put in work on him, and he had been long gone and whatnot, and he was trying to get contact from him, and he had recollect that he told him the fire where the heroes were fighting the guy, the Seth Majin Buu guy, and they had fired the bullets among there, and it was about to be a wrap for the heroes. It was truly about to be a wrap. And next thing you know, old girl with the telekinesis power comes to save all of them, and then next thing you know, she just throws the bullets back up there, which I'm pretty sure that took a vast amount of damage to the ship. That because the ship was already at like 27%, because the guy had informed Boros about the damage on the ship, because Saitama was just going through the ship, damaging, punching everything, and he was telling him, "Oh, it's like 27% damage." He was like, "As long as it isn't affecting life support or anything like that, that's fine." And he just goes back to his throne to go chill, wait for Saitama. And then after she had done that had to take at least like another 20%. So that ship was at least 44 or 47% damaged. And they continue to fight the Seth Majin Buu guy. They were putting in work on him. And then we go back to the ship. Saitama progresses, and Lord Boros knows that Saitama's there, and Saitama just blasts through the door, and he was like, Lord Boros had stopped Saitama right there and was like, "Hey, before we start the fight, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Lord Boros, the denominator of the universe," and da 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 da. And Saitama gives his greeting and like, "I'm Saitama. I'm a hero for fun. I'm a professional hero." Da 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 da. And then he's like, "I don't know what does the dominator of the universe wants with Earth, and you destroyed City A and da da da." And Lord Boros gives a backstory on how it was a prophecy fulfilled that he'll meet Saitama, because he was going throughout the galaxy, actually the universe, sorry. He's going throughout the universe, dominating planets, and he had no foe to rival him. So, I guess he went to a fortune teller that told a prophecy, that there's somebody on a far, far away planet, yeah, something similar to Star Wars, on a far, far away planet, um, that will rival him in power, and Saitama is that person. Now, it took Lord Boros 20 years to get to Earth from whatever destination that he came from, and he starts to talk. He starts to rambling. Saitama just boom right in his chest and blasted him. But the thing is, he survived. He survived, and it wasn't like he like got up and survived. And the body armor that Lord Boros had was like some type of suppressant armor that will suppress all his power, and now he can unleash his full power now that it's broken and whatnot. And Saitama, he told Saitama that. He was like, Saitama's just sitting there like, oh, okay. And he charges up and whatnot. And right there, that's the episode. I mean, one more week, which is One Punch Man episodes come out on Sundays, but I never review it that Sunday. I usually review it that Monday because I'm going to sleep for class in the morning. But since school is over and all that good stuff, I'll probably review it that Sunday, this upcoming Sunday. But I think this was a good episode. It had great animation. Now next week is going to be on. This upcoming week is going to be real nice as far as animation. But the animation, I'll give it a 4 out of 5. Story progression, I might as well just give it a 5 out of 5 because next week is I keep saying next week. This week is the final episode. I mean, after this, it's over. But I'm surprised because I honestly thought they were going to animate the whole series to where it is now. Because right now, they're animated like chapter somewhere between 35 and 38. Somewhere along there, which I'm surprised because I really thought they were going to animate it. But in the future, I'm wondering how are they going to animate it. I'm wondering how long is going to be before they animate a season 2. Because honestly, to me, I thought it was too soon to even make an animated series for One Punch Man, just simply because of the because Yusuke Murata puts a lot of effort in his drawings or whatnot, and we know that takes a lot of time to even make one chapter. But Madhouse did a great job with this series. Now next week they're gonna really show what they can do, because if for the manga readers, you know how this fight goes, and the fight is very dynamic as far as the panels and everything. So we're gonna see what Madhouse can truly do with this fight. But let me know what you think. Ace out.